Welcome to South Carolina. We're here to pay a visit to a favorite destination that draws our crew back year after year. This comfortable lodge is the home of BLACKWATER Hunting Services and the starting point on the earliest rifle season you can find in the lower 48. It's August 17th, and believe it or not, Quinn Cassidy is hunting with his Remington 270.
When we come in August 15th, we can shoot bow, rifle, muzzleloader from beginning all the way to January 1st. I opened my business in 1996. We offer deer, turkey, hog, and quail, hunt 11,000 acres. On the deer hunts, we only hunt 8 people max per day. You know, we offer lodging and meals. We drive the hunters right to the stand, so it's pretty easy hunting. If you get on up in the age, we have some ground blinds, so we can pretty much accommodate, you know, everybody.
Man, it's early on in the season and it's just absolutely gorgeous. You know, I've never been to South Carolina before, so this was a first. And I've got to say, BLACKWATER is just a beautiful location. And we came in and got right to hunting.
People have the opportunity to take a buck here in Velvet, so that's a draw for us. Another big draw is we can kill multiple deer. Our out-of-staters can kill up to 4 bucks, and then of course we provide the doe tags, so we can let them shoot a deer in the morning, deer in the afternoon for pretty much every day they're here.
We went in a stand Monday night. You know, we had some hotter weather. We didn't really see any shooters, but man, I'm just happy to be out here. It's refreshing. And we're up here in the stand. It's about 6 a.m. and we're going for some whitetail. We just had a full moon last night and it's pretty beautiful out here.
Since Quinn hadn't fired his rifle in a while and had just traveled with it, he used BLACKWATER's shooting range to sight in his Model 700. This was under the supervision of his dad, Michael, who was also along for the hunt. It was a good decision, too, as the scope was a fair amount out of adjustment. Since he was without a bore sighter, Michael walked Quinn through the legwork of setting the scope manually.
Let it settle into it so you're dead on.
This is a good exercise for anyone who travels with a rifle.
My scope that I've had for probably 10 years, you know, we wanted to check last minute just to be sure, and it was way off. One thing you definitely want to make sure you do before you get out there in the field where it really counts is make sure you're on. You know, better to be safe than to be sorry.
Now he was ready for the afternoon hunt with fresh confidence that he would be ready for the shot when the time came.
We just got out to our third blind here at BLACKWATER. We're overlooking this little cotton field. It's about 5 o'clock. It looks like we got a little rain rolling in, and we're waiting for deer on all sides.
Generally, we can show you quite a few numbers, and we're not known for killing 140s and plus. We'll kill a deer like that. In the 140s to 160s, we've killed a few of those, and that's probably averages out about a 1 every 5 years.
Destination Whitetail is brought to you by Browning Trail Cameras, by Thompson Center, America's master gunmaker, by Sevr Broadheads, straight through it, and by Remington, America's oldest gunmaker. Coming up, the ghosts of Ulmer, South Carolina. This is Destination Whitetail. Welcome back to Destination Whitetail, coming to you from BLACKWATER Hunting Services in Ulmer, South Carolina. If you've never heard of Ulmer, it's understandable. This small town was once a wayside attraction for many years, but like so many others, it more or less died out when the main highway route was moved.
The town of Ulmer, everybody kind of comes down through 301, and that used to be the north-south route years ago up until the 70s when they put 95 in. And so a lot of people don't understand. They come by there and see a lot of the old, well, they don't know what some of the buildings are, but a lot of them are dilapidated filling stations and places like that, old motels.
You can almost hear the echoes of better times around these now deserted buildings.
kind of a crying shame. It's kind of sad to see places that's kind of just shut down due to the main part of the traffic just shifted.
But despite the turn of events, the people of Ulmer have endured, thanks to their fortitude and abundant natural resources.
The logging industry is the big part of way of life here. Pine trees is what makes the world go around here, and got a lot of hardwoods, and of course we have some river bottoms. And we built this in 2000. We built it just for the hunters. That's what it was for. And we put a restroom in every room, and then we got one for us and the employees to use. It serves us real well for what we do, I think.
One thing we did earlier today that is probably a good thing for everybody to do, if you have the opportunity, is to make sure your rifle's sighted in. Because I've got this Leopold scope that I've been using on my Remington 270 for probably 10 years and never need to sight it in. And today we figured, why the heck not? We had some time, and it was way off. So we're glad that we did that. And now we're right on the money and waiting for that right opportunity.
We were probably there for about 5 hours, and we didn't see really anything until that last hour, right at dusk, you know, that golden hour. Sun's going down, and we had about 4 doe come on in, and they started feeding on some fresh grass. And then we had a buck come on out, and it was probably 200 yards away. And not a really good shot, and not really the deer we were looking for. So we decided to pass up on him just as it was getting dark.
This wasn't quite the deer we were looking for. We're gonna hold out. I think we can find something bigger. We just got out here about an hour and a half ago. The sun's slowly rising, but we're just covered in this fog. It's our last full day, so we're hoping to see a big buck. And this morning dew is, I think, getting everything to move a little bit slower. You can hear a few birds and insects, but it's pretty peaceful out here. I'm sure we'll find what we're looking for soon.
We were at this gorgeous, clear-cut CRP. We had this wall of pines to our right that was just giving us a lot of nice coverage, and there was just this intense layer of fog that had just come, from the ground up, and had just shrouded the whole area, giving some really nice cover, we thought, for the deer. So it looked like a perfect spot. We thought we were gonna have some magic happen, but just completely dead, which just goes to show, you never really know where the deer are moving and whether you're gonna get lucky or not, but that's hunting for you. Yeah, we saw fresh tracks there too, so we know they were going through there, and we just missed our chance.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh my gosh, Blackwater's hospitality has been off the charts. I mean, they really have been nothing but the kindest hosts. And Michelle's got some really, really nice Southern country cooking that'll make you want to come back even, out of deer season.
When we return,
1 hour of light left, and this has been the most promising time for us these past few days. Golden hour, and this spot is looking pretty ideal, so stay tuned.
this is Destination Whitetail. This is Destination Whitetail. This week, we're on the earliest rifle hunt you can find, down in South Carolina, courtesy of Blackwater Hunting Services.
I tell people we can pretty much generally show you deer on most of your sittings. We can't tell you you're going to see a big buck or whatever, but a good mature buck for us, average 100 to 110 inches is a good South Carolina mature buck.
It's mid-August, so you can imagine how warm it is.
So we've got some supercharged scent killer here. One thing you want to do, especially when you're hunting deer, you know, they're very wary when it comes to your scent and smell. So you've been sitting around in this, especially in this heat, all afternoon, you're sweating, and that wind is going to carry and take your scent with you. So we always spray down, kind of head to toe. So right before you go out hunting, you're going to want to saturate your clothing well, and then you're going to want to let it dry in the outdoors for a bit before you take it out. And this is going to mask our scent beautifully. And you know, don't be afraid to really coat it on, because last thing you want is your hunt to be ruined by your stinky human sweat.
It's our last day here at Blackwater, and they just got us up here in the stand, and we are just overlooking this massive field of corn. So hopefully we can draw in some big bucks, though. Hopefully we can make some magic happen. Alright, we just got to a new blind. We decided to call an audible, because that last one, we didn't have really a good shot on either side, left or right, not very good angles. So we just went a little ways down the road to another cornfield, and this is where we got a straight shot, perfect for the camera, and we should be able to make something happen here. One hour of light left, and this has been the most promising time for us these past few days. Golden hour, and this spot is looking pretty ideal, so stay tuned.
All right, it's the last morning here. It's about 5 a.m. here at Blackwater. We're going back out, so we're hoping this is going to be a good one. Now let's go see if we can get ourselves some whitetail. We wanted that better one. He was a little bit bigger, a little bit wider, but as soon as he left and this last one turned, I knew he was about to go into the bush. That looked like our last chance right there, so we capitalized on it, and we got him. This is a beautiful deer. This is a beautiful, beautiful deer. You know, he wasn't the ideal one, but he was the opportunity we got, so we took him. And we'll be eating some good meat from them. Nice 6-point, first whitetail deer. Absolutely beautiful though.
Destination Whitetail is brought to you by the Burris Oracle Laser Range-Finding Bow Sight. Burris, find what matters. By Scent Killer Gold with Hunt Dry technology. Apply it, dry it, and go hunt. By 10-Point Crossbow Technologies. There is no substitute. Get armed and deadly with Easton FMJ arrows. And by Mathews Archery. This is Deer Tech TV, the best in outdoor technology. Powered by Browning Trail Cameras.
Early January 2019, 10-Point released a bunch of new products, including this new Turbo M1. You talk about speed, penetration, and flat trajectory.
And that is dead in the center.
Right out of the box, first shot, dead center, and we're talking dead center. This is an extremely lightweight crossbow. It's a conventional draw, and you know what? At first look, it doesn't look like it's that powerful, but it's a sleeper, I'll tell you what. It's very narrow, 9 inches when fully cocked, but look at these cams. They're reverse cam technology. Brings your string further up, which means you have a longer power stroke. Flatter trajectory increases your power, your energy. This bow is shooting 380 feet per second. These come fully assembled with the scope. This one has the AccuDraw Pro. Cock these very simply with the handle that's built into them. T5 trigger, anti-drive fire. It's got all the safety components, even the way the stock is designed. There's no way you can get your fingers in the way of the string. It got to him so fast and the bow was so quiet, the deer didn't react a bit, and it was dead quiet. I mean, the deer didn't jump the string. He never reacted until the arrow hit him. There is a beautiful Oklahoma whitetail. You know, I'm pretty fortunate. I think this is the first kill for the Turbo M1. And of course, they've got it dressed in mossy oak breakup. Love it. It just helps you stay well concealed, whether you're in a blind or tree stand or spot and stalk, whatever. You know, we camouflage everything else. Why wouldn't we put it on our bow? The Turbo M1, these start at $8.99, ready to hunt.
Hey, let's talk broadheads today. I've got the Sevr 2.1 100 grain broadhead here. This is a titanium ferrule, stainless steel blades. It's a rear deployed broadhead. That means that the blades deploy from the rear of the ferrule, just like that. Sevr is unique in that once these blades are open, they lock into position. So those blades are actually locked in the open position. And you see how they can pivot. So they will pivot if they come alongside bone, they will pivot, and then once they've gotten past the bone, they'll move back into the center position and continue to cut. This is again a titanium ferrule, stainless steel blades. This one comes in 100 grain or 125, and it's got this little hole right here in the middle of the ferrule. What you can do with that is you can close the blades, put a set screw in there, it locks the blades closed, and that's ideal for practice. You can actually practice with the very broadhead that you're going to go out and hunt with. It really boosts your confidence. And those blades will stay closed and they won't dull. This is the Sevr 2.1. It's got a 2.1 inch cut. It comes in 100 and 125 grains. This is the Sevr 1.5, deeper penetration, 1.5 inch cut. Also comes in 100 and 125 grains. And this one is the Sevr 1.7, kind of the all-purpose, a good balance between penetration and cutting. Go to sevrbroadheads.com, see the full line, and order today.
They say that a whitetail can smell 1,000 times better than a human. Look, we've all been busted in the whitetail woods, but it doesn't have to be that way. There are some measures you can take to fool the whitetail's incredible nose. The simple answer, 24-karat scent control. Wildlife Research Center's Scent Killer Gold is literally liquid gold when it comes to fooling a buck's nose. The great thing about this scent eliminating product is that it not only works when you first put it on, but it remains highly effective for days after drying. And that means that you can turn your hunting clothes into a high-powered scent elimination suit weeks before you hunt if you store them in an airtight container. Here's how you do it. Pre-treat your hunting outerwear by liberally spraying it down with Scent Killer Gold, featuring new dry technology, making sure that you've got complete coverage. Let them dry and then store them in a scent-free container until you're ready for the hunt. Now all you have to do is throw on your treated camo, climb up in your tree stand, and you're ready to rock.